Hey YouTube. So this healthcare reform debate has been going on, and it's pretty interesting, I guess. People are debating it and talking about it, and I'll just throw in my 2 cents and stuff like that. Number one, the biggest major point that I have is that you watch the debates on TV, and every single one of the people that you see on TV talking about it has healthcare. They all have it. So, the people who are not represented on TV, and how could you have a fair, balanced, objective debate without representing, the 50 million Americans who would get health care from this, proposed plan? I mean, how are you not representing their point of view? And that's across all the networks, PBS, etc. So, someone like myself, like I could go on TV because I don't have health care, and I could give the people who don't have health care, who can't afford it, I could give that opinion because that's not voiced, you know. And bottom line, it's too expensive. The people have jobs. Like, I'm not a deadbeat. I got a job, and it's just the healthcare is just, it just doesn't, I just can't do it. All right, so that point of view is not represented. Secondly, people are saying, I think it's just propaganda, but people are saying, oh, if we let all these new people into the healthcare system, it's going to be too overcrowded. The doctors are not going to be able to see you, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. All right? Because right now, there's 250 million Americans who are insured. Okay? There's just 50 million who aren't. That's 20%. So, what's the big deal? You had 20% new customers. That's one extra out of every five that you have. That is not going to break the system. That's not going to be a big problem. That's one extra person an hour. Come on. That's not a big deal. And, the cost, there is a cost, right? And, the people who can't afford it need it paid for. And the plan now is to have the rich people pay for it. And, I don't have a problem with that because, I mean, a lot of my hard-earned dollars, I know, goes to people who own banks or, the guys who own McDonald's, or the phone company or the power company. They, take my money, my hard-earned money, and they give me something back, but they don't offer up, anything really in return besides like the lowest possible, service that they're willing to give, or whatever. So, if a rich person has to pay for my health care, I don't have a problem with that. That doesn't bug me because you know what? I know they can afford to lose a couple extra dollars, and it's not like they're giving me the money. It's just going via me back to them anyways because they probably own the hospitals and the doctor, the health system, the drug companies, it all goes back to them eventually. I don't know. I don't know if I made any sense here, but healthcare, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that and stuff. And why is Obama the only one? Why is he leading the charge? He's the president of the United States. Does he not have better things to do? Why isn't there another, politician that's willing to get up and like take the charge on this? Someone who's willing to put their political, voice in there and do it. Like, why does Obama have to do it? It's like weird. Why is he the only one sticking up for, the 50 million poor Americans that don't have health care? For shame, whoever else could be doing it and helping out. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know. Whatever.